What's up, family? Today we are in the beautiful Havasupai Indian Reservation. For the next 4 days, we'll be visiting pristine waterfalls, catching great views, and swimming in blue waters, and hiking for over 30 miles. So we just arrived to the entrance of Supai village after about an 8-mile hike, and wasn't too bad. Thankfully, we've had a lot of shade throughout this entire hike, and the heat has been good to us. I mean, it hasn't been hot. That's what I should say. It's been about a good, I would estimate, 80 degrees. You know, the last time I came here was in the high 90s to topping out at like 105, 106 one day. So to come here this time with these conditions, I think we're gonna enjoy ourselves a lot more. So today is day 1 on the Havasu Falls Trail, passing through Supai, and the total mileage for today is going to be about 10 miles, just a little shy of 10 miles. We descended at around 5,100 feet down to our campground elevation of about, I want to say 2,700. So not that much farther to go. I'd say about 3/4 of a mile before we can set up, take our boots off, change into some swim trunks, and get in the water and cool ourselves down. In Supai, we stopped inside the cafe. I had some fry bread, the fry bread combo, which came with pinto beans, seasoned ground beef, and shredded cheese. I threw some salsa and tapatio on there, and it was pretty good, you know, for $7. Can't complain. So it was a really good deal, and it's a good pick-me-up after hiking 8 miles. You can hear the sound of water crashing down, which I'm sure you guys can hear too back home. And I believe this is Havasu Falls, which is the first kind of major waterfall on this hike that we're going to be able to get to see right now. Oh, like these guys are stopping now to catch the view of it.
It's a rainbow.
Finally made it to Havasu Falls. This is one of many waterfalls that we're going to be checking out on this entire journey. So we made it to the campground, and just behind me here are the bathrooms. These campgrounds are first come, first served. There are no reservations when it comes to the campgrounds. It's basically you get here with your group, you find a suitable spot that can accommodate a group of your size, and you set up. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, there weren't a lot of spots left, so we managed to find this little clearing right by the bathroom. I know some of you are gonna say that's gross, but that bathroom's actually really clean and it doesn't smell at all. Plus, we haven't seen anybody use this restroom at all. So this is the last restroom. So I think that's why traffic is low here. Okay, we're all changed up and headed to Havasu Falls to go ahead and take a quick dip in the water. The boots are off. As soon as we get here, the sun decided to go away, and so it got cold. And the water is even colder, but it felt really good. Okay, it's dinner time at camp. I got some shin ramyun, Korean noodles with hot and spicy spam. I put some beef jerky as well as some chicken breast in there. Maggie has some curry.
Chickpea coconut curry and rice.
All right, good morning. It's 7:30. We got coffee going. And last night we got in the tent at around 6:30 p.m. and didn't get up until now. So we slept for like 13 hours. Good morning. Okay, we moved camps after we woke up because a lot of people were leaving and we were able to take one. We got a bench over here and a lot more space. And we got a rope swing. So we just left camp, and today's mission is we are going all the way to Beaver Falls with a quick stop at Mooney Falls. So 1.8 out, 1.8 back. It's gonna total of about 4.8
Little does B know
miles.
the secret or surprise we're gonna have.
Yeah, so Gil has, there's also a side quest. Side quest or main quest?
Side quest or the main mission?
For me, it's the main
I feel like
mission.
it's the main
Okay.
mission.
For everyone, it might be a side quest.
All right, so we got that going on. It's gonna be a surprise for you guys as well. And about a 4-mile hike today for us as we swim in some nice waters along the way. We are approaching Mooney Falls, basically the largest waterfall here, the most picturesque one that everybody loves to take pictures of. This is the one that shows up on Google Photos when you search up Havasupai. So I'm gonna show you guys right now the view from the top. They got a bench right here, just like right on the cliff's edge. I would not sit on that. I mean, it's stable, but it's just so close to the edge. You trip as you get up, it's game over. Game over from there. It's definitely over 100 feet drop. So the sketchiest part of the hike for this entire trip is right now as we descend down to Mooney Falls. And so we gotta kind of go down this chute with ladders and chain rope to make our way down. Okay, we're going down the chute. Chutes. A road to Narnia. There's a little bit of a traffic jam, of course, because people are going to be taking their time going down. You know, it's a little slippery. The rocks are real smooth. Even if they aren't wet, they're slippery on their own. So just want everybody to be safe, take their time, and make sure they're safe going all the way down. So we made it down to Mooney Falls after that little sketch down. Oh yeah.
had it custom.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I didn't go and choose one. I had to design it myself.
All right, main quest completed. Congrats to my sister and Gil. We're very happy for you guys. We love you guys. Now we get to bask in the amazing greatness that Mother Nature has to offer. On the sides of all these waterfalls are like little pools that we can jump in and hang out and swim in. It's a lot sunnier today, but the water is still ice cold. So we don't want to stay in there for too long. Climb up this rock and hang out on top, catch the view from up there. So we just left Mooney Falls and are back on the trail again to head over to Beaver Falls. It's about 1.5 miles from here, so I'm estimating it's going to take us about 45 minutes to an hour. This is where we have to cross, I think. Okay, so we hit our first water crossing. There's Dustin ahead of me right there. Looks like it only gets about waist deep, so we don't have to worry too much about stuff getting wet. It's just under my belly button. Little tickle from Mother Nature. Second water crossing coming up. This one's a lot shallower. It's only about knee deep. Not too bad.
Still driving up and see. I think you gotta work for it. It's the cut in half is not much.
I think so far this is like the most beautiful part of the hike, in my opinion, because there's not many places that I've been to where we can walk in a sea of green leaves, you know? You kind of get a balance of stuff. You get the desert, you get the beautiful red rock, the blue and green waterfalls, the creeks, the rivers, and you also get this sea of green that you can stroll through as you travel to Beaver Falls. The third and final water crossing to Beaver Falls. This was really shallow, probably about toe deep. Okay, I lied. There's one more. It's a climb up. Looks like it's on this wood ladder and then it's tied up with some rope up there. This is peak engineering. So we made it to Beaver Falls after a short hike, just a quick trip down this hillside here, and then we're in the water. Do or die.
Come on, AP. Very good. How was it? How's the adrenaline?
Okay, that was pretty cool. We got to swim under a waterfall and hang out in a cave. We got about 45 minutes until we got to walk back before the sun goes down. We do not want to climb that ladder and go up those ropes while it's dark. That's as far as we're gonna go, I think. Beaver Falls. A lot of people do hike all the way out to the Colorado River, but I think that's an additional 6 miles. And I don't think we're prepared to do that today. But all in all, I think we're happy taking it here. Back up at the top of Beaver Falls. I don't think I'll ever come back here again. Not that I don't want to, but this is already my second time here. And there's so much more of the world left to see. So much more that I want to see. And so much new things that I want to see. So I think it's safe to say that this is probably my last time in this beautiful place. I think Havasupai is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime beautiful place to come visit if you're prepared for it. You know, you got to have decent physical fitness. You got to be okay with the heat, and also you got to be okay with heights, because there's a lot of ladders that you have to climb, some scrambling up some rocks and boulders that you have to do, and you should know how to swim. So now we just got to make it back to camp before it gets dark. Right now it is 4:17. We got 1.5 miles to go before we can hit camp, and the sun sets in about 2.5 hours. So that should be plenty of time for us to make it back before sundown. Guys, hold on, there's some fuss going on. I think there's some mountain goat over there. Guys, look at this stick that Megan found. It looks like a campfire stick with marshmallows roasting over a campfire.
Yeah.
But it's actually what we assume to be calcified lime that started developing and attached itself to this stick here. It's pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
We just avoided crossing paths with one of these bighorn sheep. Okay, no, he's gone. He went towards the river there, so unfortunately I didn't get to get him on camera. He's over there somewhere drinking water. Oh no, here he is. We got a clear view of him. They're right behind us. Thankfully they're going the other way. Looks like it's a parent and their child, so we're kind of worried that they would get aggressive. Okay, so for this trip, you're looking at about a total of 24 miles. From the hilltop parking lot to Supai is 8 miles. From there to camp is 2. From camp to Beaver Falls and back is 4 miles total. So that's 14, and then add an additional 10 to make it back to the car at hilltop parking lot. So 24 miles, and it's actually going to be, you know, quite a substantial amount more than that, because you got to consider walking to Fern Spring to get water and back if you don't feel comfortable filtering straight out of the creek here. And then obviously all the mileage that you're going to accrue exploring the area. Let go!
Let go. That was good.
We're walking through Havasu Falls right now to get to the other side because I think there's a canyon there. I think we unlocked a secret spot. Picnic table. There's also a fire pit here, which I'm pretty sure is not allowed. Yeah, I climbed up on top of a mound here so I could get a better view. This is the view from the other side with the waterfall right there.
That's it. Yeah, that's all I have.
He's gonna follow you now. Yep. Now on to Little Navajo Falls, which is about a half mile from here. So we had to wade through this water, which was about chest deep. But there's some cool pools and small little cascading waterfalls here. And now we are on our way to 50-foot Falls, which is going to be the last waterfall that we are planning to check out before we leave tonight. All right, we made it to the beautiful 50-foot Falls. So far, I think this is my favorite waterfall in all of Havasupai. There's nobody here besides us right now. All right, that's it for 50-foot Falls. I think we're gonna head back to camp and have some dinner. Rest up before the big hike back to the car tomorrow. All right, good morning. It is 1:45 in the morning and we're just about all packed up and ready to hit the trail. We got about 10 miles of hiking today to get back to the car. And waking up this early allows us to basically beat the heat and cover as much mileage as possible without the sun beaming down on us and making it a little harder for us. So if we can beat the sun and get as much mileage as we can, I think we're just going to do better. We're going to conserve water, we're going to conserve energy, and also be more comfortable because we won't sweat as much. Okay, the sun is starting to come out. It's about 6:20 and the headlights are gone. And it's still nice and cool with the breeze washing over us as we continue along in the canyon. Hey!
Oh my goodness, I thought that was you. Hi.
I knew it was you guys.
What's up, bro? Good to see you.
He was like, oh, we should hide from you.
So it was
Okay, so we finally made it to the foot of the switchbacks. 1.4 miles to go, so this is the final stretch. And we got some horses over here. Miranda and her Gatorade stick. Right, so we're almost to the top, a hilltop. This is probably going to be mine and Dustin's last time ever here in Havasupai. And check out this view. Sheesh. I don't know, you think you would ever come back?
I would have to helicopter next time.
Yeah,
There's no point. We've done it twice.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever come back again. Not that I don't like it, I love it. I think Havasupai has a very special place in my heart, as I'm sure it does in his. and everybody else's who's been here. But, you know, the world is so vast. There's so much to see. There's so much to experience. You know, so many nooks and crannies of the world to explore, even in your own city that you might have grown up in. So I think the mission is just to go outside more, explore more, and never stop. Sheesh.